He's not the best at titles. He's not the best at NBA.
It's gonna be live things when we're doing live reactions to music. Yes, sir. Mic checkity, mic checkity. Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Coming
big
in
noise,
with that
man.
big noise, cat's eye.
That's right, man.
Hey, dog, the big noise is a legendary intro, dog. Like, no kizzy, dog. You have to start it off with that joint every time, dog.
Every time, dog.
I catch feeling over there, man. Cat's eye.
I'm ready to go, man. I wanna say shout out to the YouTube community, man, because I feel like we was receiving a lot of love for the content we put out, last episode, man. Cats really showed up big time. I think we got the first joint over 10 or 11K or something crazy like that, man. So,
yeah, man. That clip we ran, giving our takes on that Diddy situation, that mug went off crazy on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody on YouTube.
Hey, let me say this though, word.
What you got?
At first, the first 3 or 4 comments was calling me crazy, and then you started seeing dudes from up north comment and was like, well, actually, you know what I'm saying? Dude telling the truth. So, I had a few cats call me cap, but at the end of the day, I was vindicated, man. So I'm cool with it.
Hey, much respect to that, dog. You gotta love when the cats come in and start backing up and validating what's being said. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But nah, that was dope to see that, man. Got a lot of love on YouTube, man. Got some subscribers. Make sure y'all go to the YouTube right now and subscribe, man. We see y'all showing love also on Instagram and TikTok. TikTok always rock with us, man. I really rock with the cats over there for sure, dog. But man, how's been cracking since last week, man? Everything Gucci down there? What you doing?
I'm fired up, word. I'm fired up. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because I told these niggas. I told them.
Cat's already in smoke mode.
I told these niggas, bro. I said, yo, finish your breakfast, bro. In the words of the prophet Jay-Z, finish your breakfast. And what did the Celtics do, bro? So caught a 35 ball from Halliburton.
Ooh, we gonna talk about Halliburton today, man. We gonna talk about this kid. He's making world-renowned noise right now, dog.
I'm just disgusted at these dudes, man.
Hey, I feel your pain, man, but I actually feel a little joyous over here because my Lakers looking like, you know what I mean? We finna go get that cup in Vegas this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, fly Pelicans fly, man. Hey Zion, man, go get that cup, man. Take it from them boys, man. I'm angry, man. Take it from them boys, man. I'm hating, bro. I'm hating.
Hey, it's gonna be a good matchup, dog. We gonna definitely jump into that, man. But it was some shenanigans, dog. I want to get you to react to right quick, dog.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Ruby Rose, man, if y'all don't know who Ruby Rose is, she is she's probably more known as an OnlyFans star than she actually is as a artist. But she makes music. She got a record that came out, Big Mouth. She got another record I like, In My Feelings. She's been connected to a few rappers in the game of such. So I had to retweet this, dog, and quote this mug. Cause apparently she ran into her number one supporter on OnlyFans. If you're not familiar with what OnlyFans is, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows by now, it's it's a content driven platform where people can sell content and people subscribe. Now they also have transactions they can make on that too. And apparently this guy, she ran into, I don't know where they was at, if they was at a hotel or somewhere, but this guy spent over 60 racks. And apparently since this came out, he's dropped another 30 racks. So I was like, yo, this is wild. This nigga got a picture like he ain't even spent a dime. I'm like, Ruby, dog, you gotta show him a little more love, dog. Like, he got a picture with her, like, he barely spent the dime on. I'm like, dang, you ain't gonna give him no whole hug, Ruby?
She keeping her distance. She keeping her distance from Buddy. Like, he ain't spent almost 100 racks. You know what I'm saying? Supporting, like, she giving him the church shoulder hug. This is nuts out here, bro.
Hey, what my boy Hood say? Nasty work. Hey, that's pure nasty work right there. I can't even hold you, dog.
Yo, nasty work is gotta be what we use, bro. It's nasty work. Let me say this, man. You know, the old saying when we were growing up used to be pimping ain't easy, man. But what I'm coming to find out these days is simping ain't easy, man. T-Pain made a whole song about it.
Simping ain't pimping ain't easy, but now in 2023, simping ain't easy.
Simping ain't easy. That's what it is. You know? So,
hey, I dropped the Funkmaster Flex bomb on that one. You hear me, dog?
Yeah, bro. We had to, bro. And so, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the culture right now, but if that's where we going, bro, I want no parts of this, dog.
I want no 100 racks, dog, from your phone, dog, for pictures of feet and pictures of just chicks throwing it left and right. Oh man, come on, my dude. You gotta go put your money in some investments or something, dog.
Yo, Cass is tripping, bro.
Hey, apparently dude went and got the face tatted on him too, dog. Now that's asinine. That's per asinine.
He got whose face?
Nigga, Ruby Rose. No Kizzy, dog.
No,
I'm telling you, dog. Hey, I'm gonna put it up on her. I'm get the picture and throw it on this episode, bro, in the edit, dog. You gonna see that, bro. Watch.
Say it ain't so, dog.
Hey, bro. We had to start off with some laughter, man. But over the last week, man, Spotify and Apple Music dropped the recaps and replays of everybody most listened to artists, most listened to albums, things of that nature. I always think those are pretty entertaining, dog, to kind of check out and see kind of what cats' ears was glued to throughout the years. And we have a little fun, man. We got eyes on here. First, we gonna look at my boy Kenny G. You a Spotify user, huh?
I am. I'm more Spotify than Apple Music.
Yeah, so man, it looked like you got Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Ye, J. Cole, Maroon 5. Man, that Maroon 5 just came out of nowhere. How we feel about that, Doc? What you be spinning nowadays, bro?
I know we a hip hop and R&B podcast, but my secret is out, man. In my pastime, I think Adam Levine is a genius. I think the boys, Maroon 5, PJ Morton, who was also a solo artist, but he's the drummer from Maroon 5. Yeah. Let me say this, man. Overexposed is an album I'm in love with, man.
Okay.
If you're a Maroon 5 fan and you can relate to this, them dudes, I listen to that album constantly, bro. It's in constant rotation. A lot of their music is in constant rotation. But yeah, they absolutely, I play their entire discography. I love the creative nature of it. It gives me alternative vibes. And so I just want cats to know, like, I know we talk hip hop and R&B, but I'm not just a rap guy. I'm not just an R&B guy, man. I step into many modes, man. Pop, all of that. So,
I like that. I step into many modes is nice.
What happened?
I step into many modes is nice.
Yeah,
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So, Maroon 5 has got to be a part of the taste for me, man. And I didn't know they were going to make my top 5, but it makes sense. I play them so much, so yeah.
That's what's up, bro. I'll say I'm more of an Adam Levine because I know he kind of breaks off and do his own thing, but I like they whole little swag, man. Coldplay, when it comes to those type of bands, Coldplay is my type of guys I swing to musically, dog. Pause. But they definitely got some joints, dog.
Pause though, bro.
Gotta pause on that joint, dog. This is my top 5. I'm an Apple Music user, man. Drizzy J. Rogers clears like what is it? About 1,300 over the second person, which is Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you right now that Utopia definitely had that mug as the reason why he was number 2. My boy Lange, you already know how that go. Donnie T. Man, gotta love Donnie T. Hey, I don't know if I'm gonna say I was surprised to see Eric Bellinger up there, but bro, I sing my lungs out to Eric Bellinger, dog. Like, no kizzy, dog. Like,
but listen, anybody who knows you knows you love Eric, man. So that's been your guy for a long time. Man. It's so funny, you're a consistent dude, man. Eric, Tory, Drizzy, those are your 3 guys. Now, I must admit, when I seen your list, the first thing that was a head scratcher to me was the fact that Travis got more spins than Tory on that list. I was shocked. I said, how did this happen?
Hey, if that Alone at Prime came out early in the year, I think that would have rearranged some things for sure. Bro, let me tell you the one interesting thing. We didn't pull it up here as far as the most streamed albums. Bro, For All the Dogs was already the number 1 album for my entire year as most streamed album of 2023, bro. And it just came out, September or something? Like I'm like, bro, that's insanity. But it's songs on there that I just let rock, bro. Like members only, like, and then he dropped the deluxe. So I'm like, yeah, it made sense after that, but it was still surprising to see like he already secured that spot after only being out just in the fourth quarter, which is nuts. So nah, man, it was interesting though, man. My top 10, it was pretty spread it out. Shout out to my boy, Late Night Drive. He definitely somebody that's definitely put me on Eric Bellinger, man. That's his cat too, but yeah, man, it was interesting to get into that, man. But you know what we always doing, man, talking music and sports here, man. It's been a busy week when it comes to the basketball. Last episode, we was definitely emphasizing on music. We definitely gonna jump back into that b-ball this episode, man, which I think is episode 17, season 2.
17, yeah.
Bron versus Udoka. You know what time it is, man. Them boys was on the sideline about to spar off. What was it, last Saturday, I want to say? Rockets versus Lakers in Crypto Arena. And yeah, man, it got a little spicy on the sideline. You know what I mean? Cats was dropping the B word left and right. Brian was like, hold up, pause, don't use that loosely. And apparently after so many words was exchanged, Udoka gets ejected. I didn't see when he got the apparently he got the first tech at the beginning of the game in the first quarter, and then he gets that and gets ejected. Brian goes over, checks him. And yeah, man, what do we feel about this, dog? You feel like it was appropriate that Brian kind of went over there and said what he had to say, or was old boy Udoka out of line? What we thinking now, G?
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm allegiant. You know, I pledge allegiance to the guys who have came through, you know, my city and done the work. Ime Udoka is my favorite coach in the NBA. Always has been, and probably always will be, man. Yeah. Old Boston Celtics coach. I still cry tears at night. Thug tears, of course, but I still cry tears at night that we missed out on Udoka just because my dog wanted to get some draws. Let my dog live, man. Let him get some draws if he wants.
This dude, wow, get some draws is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, GTD, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't fire because of that. But anyway, I digress. So when I think about Udoka, like, I ain't gonna lie, he was within his rights. Listen. We got to be honest about LeBron James. I'm going to give the Stephen A disclaimer. Wonderful father, excellent husband, philanthropist, I Promise School, NBA's all-time leading scorer, Cleveland Cavalier legend, Miami Heat legend, probably will go down as a Lakers legend, number 2 all-time, and in some places number 1 all-time, the GOAT of a generation, LeBron James. Yep. But one thing that needs to be said about LeBron James is just true, bro, is the fact that he be whining and complaining, bro. He do. He's the biggest complainer in the NBA and has been for a very long time. Wow. So when Udoka says stop being a B or stop acting like a B word, like, I'm not saying you should necessarily use that language if you're not prepared to throw hands, but he's right. LeBron is always complaining about calls, bro. In year 22, I don't want to hear that. Play the game. Play the game, bro. Play the game.
So I mean, I'm a bit indifferent. Like, if, like you said, if you gonna talk crazy, you can't never control how somebody responds. You know what I mean? Now, Brian is not the one that's just gonna run off and just get the unloading on the cat. Pause. But if the cat is like that, you gotta expect whatever. You gotta kind of expect the unexpected is what I'm trying to say. And anytime a cat start using the B word, even if you're saying somebody bitching or you calling somebody actually that name, anything close to that, it's gonna get a rise out of any cat that's called himself a man. You know what I mean? Like anything close of that vernacular, you know, because I may not even heard what you said. All I heard is that B. You know what I'm saying? We in the stadium, it's loud. We in the middle of the game. You saying something on the sideline, I'm in the game, and you saying that, hey, I got to come over and see what's popping. Now, I think, I don't know if that was warranted to actually eject him. You probably could have just let it go back and forth and separated him and then continue the game. But, you know, I feel like Brian, he has been, for the majority of his career, somebody that's been a complainer to the refs. But a cat like Kyle that's in our group chat does bring up pretty great points when you think about all the times he drives and the amount of beating on his body that he takes because he's a locomotive. Right, pause. He's a locomotive going to the rim at such an unconventional size. He don't really get those calls that if that same play was to happen from a point guard or somebody smaller, you know, they would get the call. So I kind of have to have that balance when I'm thinking like, what is the relationship between Bron and the refs? But dog, I kid you not, the other night, bro, this nigga got on a ref head like it was his child, bro. Like, bro, I'm going, like, in the edit, bro, I'm going to go grab the clip. He talked to that dude like he ripped him a new one, bro. Like,
and listen, bro, because he's LeBron James, he's the only cat that can do that, bro. See, and what I'm saying is, if you're an NBA coach, if you're Udoka, you thinking to yourself, nah, bro, this can't keep sliding like this. Hey. You can't, we can't keep giving LeBron. Now I know he's King James, bro. Yeah. But we can't keep giving him this pass. And also, let me just say this.
What's up?
Words are one thing. Me and you have had this conversation many a times where you shared a tape, you've been out, you know what I'm saying? You'll get a drink or something like that. You meet a dude at the bar or the hookah spot or whatever, wherever you at, cigar lounge, whatever.
Right.
And you say something, you get into an argument, and a dude want to throw hands based upon what you said, right?
Yeah.
And your mentality has always been, look, I ain't no punk, but I'm not getting ready to fight you over an opinion just because you can't control yourself, right? and so the reality of the situation is it make you look more soft and sensitive to the fact that you can't handle the conversation. In the same way, I'll say this. I know the B word is sensitive for any man, especially LeBron James. Yeah. But the reality of the situation is I also respect Ime Udoka for doubling down, because it's one thing for me to say what I said in light of your actions. It's another thing for you to walk over as a grown man like you getting ready to do something. Well, see, when that happens, then I got to stand my ground at that point. Yeah, bro, I said what I said. Stop acting like a B word, homeboy. That's exactly what I said.
Cats be ready
to get... come over here, we can talk about it. What's up?
Cats be ready to get crazy with Bron, man. Like, this nigga ain't a 6'9", 300. Like, man, bro, if I was putting money on that match, I'm putting 5 racks on that nigga Bron, bro. Ime don't want them problems, bro. He better go sit down talking about like he gonna do something. He ain't gonna do nothing. But if he
listen. Hey, I got broad in the fight too. I mean, we can't say that, but I'll say this: Ime Udoka ain't no small cat. He played in the league when he about 6'5", 6'6".
Hey, don't make me go get them throwback clips of that boy Bron dropping 30, 40 on that boy, dog.
Yeah, that was dirty. They didn't have to do that. That was dirty. But I'm gonna say this: I like the fact that he stood his ground with Bron, bro. But and I know Kyle's not here to defend himself, so I'm not going to take too many shots at my brother, but I'll just say this. Michael Jordan would never. They'll never disrespect Michael.
They'll never say something crazy. That's some skip vernacular you spewing over there now, dog. Never. Come on.
Mike would never allow it, bro. Never. Mike would have put his hands around Udoka's neck, man. Stop playing with Mike, man. Okay. He's not taking that disrespect Bron be taking consistently. Dog.
It's inevitable to speak of Bron without bringing up the infamous MJ, huh?
Go, man. Come on, man. MJ, man.
Hey, I feel it, dog. Man, hopefully them cats, man, pieced it up after that. Probably not, dog. But I honestly will say, if we was to see them in the playoffs, it would be definitely a feisty series between you have Ime and Bron, little situation. And then the Dylan Brooks and Bron stuff already exists there too. So, hey, I wouldn't mind a first round versus them guys, man. That would be pretty interesting.
It would be fire, bro. It would be fire.
Man. But nah, man, still on the NBA topics, man. There's been a changing of the guards happening. You know what I'm saying? If you was to take a look at the standings right now, it'll look a little irregular if we was to go back a year ago to last year in the playoffs and things of that nature, man. But I do want to say, dog, I feel like it is a changing of the guards happening in the league right now, with the old kind of getting pushed out by the new. Not totally, but there's been a change, definitely, from guys giving their opinion. And one of the guys that was on Club Shay Ariza, I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but it was a dope interview, dog. I never really got a chance to see, a reason, really interviews and things of that nature. But he definitely played next to my all-time favorite player, Kobe. Had a lot of great things to say about Kobe. He said that was actually his number one all-time, which doesn't surprise me, being that he played with him as well. But one other thing that stuck out, man, he was like, he believes AE is the best player in the NBA. Anthony Edwards, Minnesota Timberwolves guard over there. And he actually is having a breakout season. Not that he hasn't been at the level he's at right now, but I do believe there's a bit of an elevation happening right now in this game. If you was to look at his stats, he's averaging 26.2, points per game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists a game. And they got I had them at number 1 seed in the West, but I just looked at the standings. They number 1 seed in the actual league now at 16-4 over the Celtics after they took an L the other night. So, man, how you feel about AE? I don't think you would agree with a reason saying he the best player in the league, but just kind of his maturation process that we kind of witnessing right now. And also I'm going to throw in Tyler Halliburton too, and we can kind of talk about him separately. But what you think about AE so far, man?
Yeah. Let me say this about Anthony Edwards. This might be an unpopular take, but this is why we part ways on this show, man. About damn time.
What year is he in, dog? Hold up, man. I didn't think he deserved about damn time now. What we doing?
I mean, listen.
Year 4, year 5?
Yeah, but we've been talking about Anthony Edwards' talent since he got into the league, and it's just now that we can start calling him an all-star after this summer. After this summer, in the showing he's having now during the season.
Before the USA, I think the USA helped him too. The USA,
Anthony Edwards is a dude who we've considered a major talent, but he hasn't always put it together on the floor holistically and consistently enough for him to even be in the conversation with the Tatums, the Lucas, who else we got?
Donovan Mitchells,
the Zions, even Trae Young. Even Trae Young has gotten more pub than Anthony Edwards up until this point. And I don't think Trae Young is as special as we want to say he is. So, yeah, about damn time that Anthony Edwards has made himself.
You've been so ready to rip this nigga like he ain't even nothing to even put on the pod. Here I go going, below the tier A talents of the league, pulling up the young guns, giving them a little slot on the pod, and you get to ripping them immediately.
Listen.
That mug ain't last no longer than 5 seconds, boy.
I mean, look, dog, I gotta keep it 1,000. Now don't get me wrong. Talent has never been the question with Anthony Edwards. It's always been whether or not he was going to elevate his game with a level of consistency. Mm. He's been an all-star that has been virtually forgotten in Minnesota until this year. Yeah. And now he's taking his game to another level of consistency, and it's impacting winning. Look, I like Anthony Edwards a lot. I want to put him among that top 10 youngest players in the league getting ready to break out and emerge and all of that.
Yeah.
Is he there for me right now? Potentially. Because I'm seeing a lot from him. And he's really developing confidence in that outside jump shot, which is opening up everything else in his game.
Yeah.
I got a chance to watch a couple of games in Minnesota this year, through League Pass and other mediums, and seeing how well they're playing. I never thought that Gobert and Cat would work together. Yeah. But they're making it work, bro. And so, Anthony Edwards deserves credit, but about damn time, bro. Like, when you're a number 1 pick, you're immediately on the clock when you come into the league. And so for you to be in year 5, just now breaking out, I'm kind of like, okay. And I hope that we don't see any regression from this, because this is what we've come to expect from somebody who was drafted number 1 and given the keys to the franchise. Yeah. Figure it out, bro. Congratulations, but I'm expecting.
Here we go. That figure it out stuff always made, bro. That one podcast, he said figure it out after every take, boy.
Yeah, man. Figure it out, man. Stop playing.
I feel it, man. I ain't got too much to say on that. I don't know if he deserves about damn time, but I do think it's not like, it's so much that he's deserving for somebody like a reason to say he's the best player in the league. I think he really was trying to say that that's his favorite player in the league, style-wise, and just kind of his demeanor, intangibles, and things of that nature. But I will say, I didn't expect Timberwolves to be, head honcho and over the league right now as the number 1 team in the league record-wise. I don't think that reflects them as being the best team in the league. They're probably just the best team playing right now at this moment. But AE, dog, I think he's always been a solid talent, like you said. But I was gonna say, that jump shot has always been the most questionable thing for me with him. But I think over the summer, playing in that USA ball, him working in the gym, getting more shots up, really trying to expand his range from just the inside into the outside now, I think, like you said, it's going to open up a whole bunch of other bags, like all these other guys at that level that we say, like the Tatums, the Lucas, the Donovans, Trey Youngs, Booker, those guys, you got to have it outside jumper, dog. And I think I will say his intangibles as far as like his durability and as far as like his commitment to like becoming better is something that I would actually give him praise for, because I could actually tell like, yo, he's committed to that. Other thing is, dog, he actually got some marketability though too. Like he's one of those guys where if he moves from Minnesota, goes to like an LA or big city, big market, he can take the league, not the face, but he can be one of those faces that really blow up the league. And I don't know if you've seen that Adam Sandler movie. I forgot what it was called. Yes. It wasn't Uncut Gems, but he was in there. Acting skill was immaculate, bro. Like he real charismatic and got a lot of charisma and just entertaining guy, man. So yeah, man. Salute the AE, dog. Another guy we got out here that's going crazy that they trying to say is the best PG in the league since there's no Ja Morant right now. Stephen Curry, them boys has been kind of struggling. Dame is still in the league. I'm not sure why Cash forgot about him. Right. Kyrie, Lucas, it's a bunch of guys, but who I'm talking about is Tyler Burton, right? They calling him Hallie right now.
Tyrese.
Tyrese, yeah. Come on, man. Here you go, just calling people anybody there, because the nigga playing Indiana, man. Who goes there, right?
Right.
Anyways, this nigga averaging, though, he is putting up some pretty marvelous numbers, man. 26.9, 27 a game, basically. 12 assists, leading the league. I was impressed by the actual percentages. Nigga almost shooting 50, 40, 90. 88 from the free throw line, 52 from the field, and 45 from the three-pointer. Only other player that's averaging 25 and 10 is Trey Young, which he pretty much does his entire career. But this guy percentages is, miles ahead of what Trey shoots. Trey is an inefficient type of guy, really. But Tyrese Hallie, man, he's been impressive. It looks like he got Indiana somewhere in the middle of the pack as far as like the teams in the East playoff picture right now. And yeah, man, he's been kind of making waves around here. He took out your Celtics, just the other day, which was kind of, took me aback because y'all had him. Looked like y'all had it under control in the halftime. I look up, man, y'all boys down, man. So how we feel about Tyrese, and also, how you recovering from that L y'all took the other day, man?
Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely. Let me say this, man. I'm so disappointed in that loss. We lost against a team that can't stop a nosebleed, bro. And that's what makes me the most angry.
Yeah.
A JV high school basketball squad can score in the Pacers, and we lost. So we got to go back to the drawing board. We didn't have Porzingis, but you don't need Porzingis to beat Indiana, man. I'm discussing this.
I feel like.
All right, now let me move on before I get you wrapped up in that. Now, Tyrese Halliburton, I'm impressed. Let me say this, man. Not that we're comparing him and Anthony Edwards, but I want to say this. Anthony Edwards, as charismatic as I think he is, as you said, as amazing of a star that he could be. I went to Atlanta recently. He's got billboards everywhere in Atlanta because he's from Atlanta. And Anthony Edwards is going to be a star for sure, as long as he continues the streak. So, yeah, I definitely think all his intangibles off the court. But let me say this. There's a gift and a curse in what you said about him, and I'm going to relate this to Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
You said this dude's durability is something that should get love, right? And I think about Anthony Edwards playing 80, 81, 82 games, and yet he doesn't get on many major pods as somebody who was a figure and somebody who's made impact until a breakout year like this. Mm-hmm. While playing 80-plus games, right? He's not really in the mouths of all the sports commentators about he's up next, he's ready to take over.
Yeah.
But we have a dude like Halliburton who has been more injury-prone, played in Sacramento and Indiana, and I've heard more about Halliburton, or just as much about Halliburton as I've heard about Anthony Edwards. So what does that tell you? And that's not the crap on Anthony Edwards. I think he's a major talent. But I say that about Halliburton to say, what we're seeing from this kid is unorthodox and it's special. Mm-hmm. And he did not have the expectations of being a number one pick, but you can see very early on, Indiana was willing to trade an all-star center in Sabonis to get this kid. That was Rick Carlisle's first move. Yeah. And at the time, I said, man, I think Halliburton has potential, and he could be really good, especially for when I'm watching. But you're ready to give away an all-star center for this dude? And look, 2 years later, bro, and Halliburton, I'm not going to lie to you, he's playing like a top 3 point guard in the NBA. This is not an exaggeration. When you average 25 and 10, and you do it on 50, 40, and 88, which really could potentially be 90.
Yeah.
Yo.
No, that's big.
We all need to stop. We all need to stop and pay attention.
Yeah.
This dude is coming. I watched him dismantle, in my opinion, the best team in the NBA, my Boston Celtics, and did it begging for somebody to guard him. Who can guard me? Oh, you, easy work. Get him out the way.
Yeah, man. Supposedly he spun your boy Drew Holiday around twice. Man.
Whoa. Top level defender, bro.
Ooh,
top level defender. Bro, he had Drew Holiday out there looking like Luke Longley on defense, bro. It was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, man. The Tyrese guy, man. I've only really known him from literally just looking at the box score. I think he just played his second national TV game on TV, and a lot of times when they play at home, me being in the Midwest, they kick the games off the league pass for whatever reason. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to pay more attention to him going into the rest of the season, especially if he keeps this type of performance up and level of play up. I'm not gonna go as far as to say this guy is the best PG in the league, probably top 5 statistically, but I got to see him do this stuff at the highest level. You know what I mean? Playoffs, get your team into the playoffs. You know, when the chips are when they really matter, when the stakes are the highest, what do you look like then? Because I know what Dame gonna look like. I know what Irv gonna look like. We know what Luka gonna look like. We know what Curry about. We know what all these guys that we would put above him would look like, because they've gone and proved it, or they already done it in the past. So I want to see him now. Crazy breakout season thus far. But I can't jump the gun and just jump out the window and say, hey, you know, top 3, number 1 PG in the league right now. But I do must say he does have, from the highlights I've seen, he has, like, typically when guys have that level of game, when they have those efficient numbers, they're not the most flashy or flair-like type of players. But he got pretty much similar flair, maybe not as much as LaMelo, because there's a lot that come with Melo, but can be in that same bag. You know what I mean? Like, in Melo, he's been having outstanding games too. I just think, like, he plays in Charlotte, doesn't necessarily win a lot, but, you know, I may be willing to take even Melo over Tyrese right now. But we shall see, man. We shall see. What you think about that?
Nah, hold on. I mean, I'm gonna be quick, but I like Melo. I know we're getting out of this segment, but I can't take him over Tyrese Halliburton. Not yet. But I'll say this. Melo's an amazing talent, though. He's one of the most enjoyable watches. If you get an opportunity, like you said, like you got league pass. He's one of the most enjoyable watches on the court. But Tyrese is more of a leader, more efficient. I got to take Tyrese at this stage of their careers. But yeah.
Melo is a killer, though. I've seen him in he battled it out with your boy, Boston. That was a battle.
Yeah.
Man. Well, speaking of battlers, here we go. Let's go get the demon, baby.
hey, play Ja Morant's theme music, dog.
You already know what you know what his theme music is, dog. Hey, Ja, baby. He 5 games away. December 19th. Versus the Pelicans is where he's slated and scheduled to come back. You know what I mean? It's already been 25 games, so theoretically we already about a quarter into the actual season. And man, you know, the Memphis Grizzlies definitely been missing him, because they sitting down at the bottom of the West. I think second worst in the West, 6-14.
Nasty work.
It's nasty work for those guys right now, man. And I'm not sure when Ja Morant comes back if he's going to be able to pull them out of that slumber they're in. But I do suspect that he's going to make an impact. Hopefully the guy, I want to say he's probably been in the gym still. You know, I mean, I would suppose that's what he would do. Any pro athlete getting paid that amount of money. But yeah, man, I think the league definitely been missing some of his flair for sure. You know, long as he comes back without the antics, I'm looking forward to that. I think he would be somebody in that conversation we just got done talking about as far as top PGs in the league. He definitely was like an MVP candidate last year, and previous years before, leading that Memphis team to some playoff runs. So, yeah, man, I'm excited for him to come back, man. As long as he kind of, keep the antics away and got his head on right. And, he ain't. He ain't on that no more on IG Live, dog. Like, put down the phone. Hopefully he did a little check-in with his entourage. And, I ain't saying get rid of niggas, but got rid of niggas. And, T. Morant doing his job. I ain't going at the father, but, hopefully all of that looks better, comes back better. And, he's a better player, essentially on and off the court, man. But what's your thoughts on Ja Morant coming back, man? How you feel about his predictions? What he gonna do when he get back? Can he pull those Grizzlies up out of the slumber? What you thinking, man?
I'll answer it this way. Have you paid any attention to college basketball?
I haven't, bro. I don't know nobody in college this year.
Great. Well, Ja Morant needs to get his latest copy of the NBA mock draft and figure out who they're gonna get to go to Memphis, because there's no reason for him to return, man. Ja Morant needs to sit on the sidelines for the rest of the year. If you
now come on, man. I don't agree with that. Now, why would he do that, dog?
Listen, man. At the end of the day, bro, you getting paid regardless. And I watched this Memphis team, man, and it's downright embarrassing, man. Memphis needs to be gunning for the number 1 pick, top 2 pick. There's a kid named Alex Sarr, 7'1", handles the ball from overseas. He's gonna be a star.
Come on, man.
Go get him to pair with Ja, man. Because if I'm Ja Morant, I'm watching this squad, bro, and I'm saying, not only we not gonna go to the playoffs, we're not gonna win many games even when I come back. I'm just gonna be padding stats. I can sit out for the rest of the season, bro. Collect this check. Shoot a few more guns at the range, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's still like 50 odd some games left, dog.
Listen, bro.
He could come on back, dog. I ain't sitting out 82 games, dog.
Listen, my advice to Ja Morant is, go get a chopper, go to the hood, post
this dude tripping, dog. This dude tripping, dog. Come on, man.
G Herbo or something, dog. But you ain't got to come back to this team, man. This is unbelievable. And let me just say this: because when he's healthy, they are pretty much a playoff team. It'd be a beautiful thing to get a top 3 pick in the NBA. Why not? If I'm Ja, bro, I'm looking at it like this: we're not gonna win a championship this year.
Right.
I might as well get a top draft pick and chill out. Go ahead, Josh. Sit out, bro. That's how I feel about it. Don't even come back, bro.
Don't even come back. That, dog. I ain't sitting no 57 plus games, man. I'm coming back, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got something to prove.
To do what? Just to play?
Hey, just so these niggas ain't the same guy, dog, on IG Live, toting up pistols and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gotta redeem himself, or we gonna remember him like that forever, dog. You know what I'm saying?
He can't do that next season.
Man, look. Hey, I just ain't sitting no 80 games, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to get back to it.
But let me ask you this. If he comes back and they go 10-20 in 30 games of his return,
right?
You think they're not gonna shut him down early?
They might, dog. You don't think he's excited to get out there with Marcus Smart? New little roster? You don't want to see him and Marcus out there?
I mean, I want to see it, like, especially the game he comes back against Zion. Yeah, I want to see it.
Oh yeah.
But I'm asking myself, like, is it worth it for this cat to return to this awful, disgusting iteration of the Memphis Grizzlies? And I'm saying to myself, if I'm Ja Morant on the sidelines, the only reason why I would be playing is because of what you're saying. Let me just show people I'm different. Let me show people I went to counseling and it worked this time.
You gotta do that PR, dog.
Yeah, but I'm not playing because I believe that this team can do anything this year. They've already looked like they packed it in low key. That's how bad they look, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
hopefully, man.
And they're dealing with injuries. I might as well just get paid to chill, bro. John want to be a thug anyway, bro. We might as well let him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, man. He got to get redeemed out here, dog. He got to go get some redemption, and he needs to get redeemed. Hey, man. Hopefully, Ja get back out. I'm gonna be looking forward to that Zion game. Hopefully, he laces up, man. The dude been sitting all year, but yeah, man. 5 games away. He'll be back. I think it's December 19th. And we shall see, man. I don't think they really got any serious plans to really make a playoff run, maybe to play in possibly, but I just ain't never on the side of just tanking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think now that stuff a little fixed anyway now, right? You can't even tank like you could back in the day, right?
No, you can't. But if you finish bad enough, you're guaranteed a top 3 pick. You're just not guaranteed number 1.
The bad enough stuff is crazy, dog.
Yeah, you got to be trash enough, and that's why I'm saying, like, don't have Ja come in here so y'all can play a little bit less than 500 basketball. Don't do it. It don't make sense at this point. Like, so my thing would be, and then we can move on. But my thing would be like, if Ja comes back again, you want to show people that you're different. I can understand that. That's cool. But I think if you're a player, no. Do I believe in tanking? No. But if I'm a player of Ja's caliber, I only want to compete at the highest level, and I only want to compete and be competitive.
Right.
If I'm looking at this roster, they've been dealing with injuries. Marcus Smart in and out of the lineup. Jaren Jackson having to carry a lot of the load. D Rose being in and out of the lineup. You know, I forgot what other injuries they're dealing with. Brandon Clark being in and out of, like, I'm thinking about their roster. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they're already they're struggling with staying healthy.
Right.
And then it's like y'all already trash. I haven't played in 30 games. What am I really coming back to? Maybe I play just to stay in top level conditioning, and then y'all are going to shut me down in 30 games anyway. Once we realize that we're not going to make the playoffs, I don't know, bro. I mean, I was excited when I thought that the Grizzlies were going to stay afloat. When I thought that they had a chance to stay afloat, I was like, oh yeah, let's get Ja back. Now I'm like, hey man, get some rest, bro. I'll see you next year. Cool.
Well, man, we bringing our series back, man. Prom or not. You know, the people always love when we do this stuff, dog. I think the last time,
Let's get it, bro.
I think what was it? Yeah, the last time we did Prom or not, it was hip hop rap edition.
Yeah.
So we said we gonna bring it to the Prom or not NBA edition to the NBA side, man. So, you know, we gonna how's it work? You know, we throw out a name and you tell us, yo, is this guy still in their prime or they're not? You know what I mean? Is it raps? Or is it still up for them? You know what I'm saying? So y'all get in the comments and let us know, prime or not. First up, man, we got LeBron effing James. 22nd. Is it the 22nd season or 21st?
22nd season.
22nd. Nuts, man. Yeah, man. Make some applause for that. Prime or not, man. Prime or not, LeBron James, man. Is he still in his prime? Prime or not, LeBron James? How we feel?
Hey, look, man. He's not in his prime, no. But LeBron is defying the odds, man. I've never seen a dude coughing up dust, giving cats work like this, bro. This is incredible, man. This is unbelievable, bro. Like he's in adult diapers, bro. Just giving cats the business, man. So with him being that age. You know, 38, 39 actually, because his birthday, I believe his birthday either just passed or was coming up. 39 years old, still giving these young dudes the business. Nothing but respect for Bron, but he can't possibly at 39 years old be in his prime. But he's amazing, man. What you think, bro?
Yeah, man. He's pretty much where Usher is right now. He's just in his legacy. He's in his Vegas residency.
We're not doing that, bro.
He's in his Vegas residency right now. He just getting his flowers while still winning. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he ain't in the fall off. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did he say that tonight? He been hearing about Father Time and he trying to give Father Time his first loss. I like that. That was a bar right there, dog. I like that. I like that, dog. Next up, though, man, we got Jimmy Butler. How we feel? Prime or not? Jimmy Butler.
Nah, Jimmy Butler's not in his prime. His prime is the last couple of years. Wow. What Jimmy's been doing the last couple of years was his prime. I think we're finally, even though, you know, Miami's fighting, they're always going to fight. Amazing coach over there. Nothing bad I can really say about Miami Heat culture. We already know what that is. Besides them nasty behind city jerseys they put out this year that said Heat culture on them. Those are some of the worst jerseys I've ever seen in NBA history.
I gotta see it. I don't know if I can call them.
Maybe you can find them and pull them up in the edit. They were so bad. So bad.
You so sick.
Nasty work. But anyway, outside of that, Jimmy Butler is he's not in his prime, but he's not too far from it, which is why you still see him putting in work. But I don't think the Jimmy Butler we've got since the bubble. So, you know, 2020, through 2023, he can't continue to duplicate that. I think those were the years where he showed his supremacy. I don't think he's still gonna put up that type of impact.
Yeah, Jimmy's a tough one, man. You never really know, honestly, until the playoffs hit. So I would say it's pending. I don't know. If I had to put a bet on it, I probably would bet against it. But if these guys, they secure some type of slot, even if they are playing, man, you never know. That dude can hit a switch. So I'll say he has a prime switch, but he's not in his prime. But he can hit that prime switch when it demands for him to require. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well said.
Next up, man, this is a good one. Kevin Durant. How do we feel? Prime or not?
Nah. Kevin Durant's not in his prime.
Really?
Yeah, and this is no disrespect to KD, dog, because let me tell you, I'm probably one of the only dudes in our group chat that defends KD on a regular basis. And it's interesting that I defend KD when I spent years previous bashing KD probably more than any other superstar I can possibly remember. But since them egregious years in Golden State where he stacked the deck in order for him to win 2 rings, that was the nastiest work I've ever seen of any NBA franchise. Ever. Since then, though, I'm not gonna lie, KD's time in Brooklyn, KD's time in Phoenix, I've respected him being committed to, you know what? I know what I did. So I'm going to fight on these teams that are right in the thick of things and try to get it done. I respect that. And let me tell you something. He was a pinky toe away from telling Giannis to get out of here by himself.
Yeah,
incredible. Do I think that he's capable of what he did even in Brooklyn right now, even though he's playing great basketball this year? KD looks amazing this year. I just think what they're asking him to do load-wise, especially with Brad Beal being out and they keep pushing this recovery back 3 or 4 weeks, and we don't know when we're going to get him. I think it's too much to ask of KD. And because of that reason, I don't think we'll see prime KD moving forward because they're asking him to carry too heavy of a load. And so I'm going to say KD's out of his prime. I know that was long-winded, but I just had to get that out. KD's out of his prime, but he's still phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll say he's in his. I still say he's still in his prime. He's 35 years old. The guys nowadays they playing better as they age. Some of these guys, honestly, man, because you gotta think this dude had a torn Achilles. Like that's really a questionable aftermath future that he had. Which now in hindsight we seen what he's able to do, which he's pretty much duplicated similar play, numbers wise, style wise. Game really hasn't changed. He just hasn't been winning no more. You know what I mean? But he's still, second in the league, scoring, still shooting efficient. Game is still the same. He's never been a leader, so I never expected him to go from team to team and have a Bron type of effect. But if I look at his game and his game alone, produces the same stuff. Still the same bucket getter. Still dunks. Still can get, inside, outside, elbow. Like he can get it from wherever he wants to get it. You know what I mean? Pause. That shit was the nastiest shit ever. That was insanity, dog. And you was rolling with that mug too.
The thing about it is, I didn't slow it down fast enough to realize how bad this was. He could get it from wherever he
wanted to get it. Was nuts, dog.
Wow, that was bad.
That was crazy. And I'm rolling with that mug. That was nasty work, dog. Hey, man, who we got next up, man? These next few are pretty good. We got Curry up. Curry, I go first on that one, man. He actually is still in his prime to me. Probably the only light of day over there in Golden State. I can say a lot of the same things I just said about Kevin Durant that I could say about Curry. Game is still, there. I expect them to maybe get it together. I know they got to figure out the situation with Chris Paul and Draymond still tackling. He was tackling Terrence Mann the other night. Like, you know what I mean? So it's so much over there. But if you was to throw all the antics and all the nonsense and the struggles of Golden State away and look at his game and his play, I would definitely say he's still in his prime. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Curry in maybe a different situation. Don't think that's going to happen, but, wouldn't mind it. What you think, though, G?
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm crying, bro. You talking about Draymond is still over there tackling, dog.
Bro, he tripped, bro. Draymond's still tripping, bro. Like, He wild.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. Them dudes got the whole nursery home over there playing for the Golden State Warriors, man. I mean, between Draymond, Klay Thompson is literally a dead man walking. And normally when you say that, you're talking about a dude who, has done something egregious and he about to get his get back. No.
Right.
He's literally playing like a dead man walking. He that's how bad this looks. He looks like a carcass on the court. It's terrible. Man. And so you're right, bro. Like Steph Curry is definitely in his prime still, which is unbelievable to me. But he also has one of those games where you wonder, will it ever age? Listen, as long as you can put the ball in the basket at the level that he shoots the basketball, Curry can play longer than LeBron.
Yeah.
He could go from being a superstar who carries you on his back to being what his dad was, which was a specialist in the NBA, and can still be that at a high level. So Curry can literally play into his mid to late 40s if he wanted to, and still be in the league.
He gonna be the Adam Vinatieri then. That's what he is, right? Just give it to him. Pause, man. Just throw him the ball. Pause. You gotta I'm just getting off of that subject, bro. I'm gone, bro. Like, let's just go to the next player we got lined up, man. AD. Yeah, this is the nigga right here, that dog. I don't even know if I want to start answering what I feel about this nigga, dog. Like, Anthony freaking Davis, dog. Is he still in his prime or not? Dog, what you think?
Anthony Six Flags Street Clothes Davis is still in his prime, dog. This is unbelievable. Listen, hey, I don't get it, bro. Anthony Davis, let me just say this. Anthony Davis should be every bit of what Giannis Antetokounmpo is.
And more.
Do you know how frustrating it is to watch Anthony Davis play basketball, bro?
Man.
It's like seeing the greatest rapper you've ever experienced in your life make songs in his dad's garage on GarageBand. That's what it's like. That's what it's like, bro.
Come on.
That's what watching Anthony Davis play basketball.
This dude wild,
It's the most frustrating thing. Like, I don't doubt that you're talented. I don't doubt that you're amazing. You just be wasting your talent, bro. You're one of the nicest dudes to ever grace a basketball, and we can't tell all the time because we don't see it all the time. Yeah, bro. He's in his prime, but I don't even want to get started on Anthony Davis, bro. You go ahead. You can take this one over, bro.
I agree, man. Like Kevin Garnett, I want to say it was Kevin Garnett. He was either on Stephen A's podcast, he been everywhere lately. But he was talking about Anthony Davis, and I think he said it probably the best. Like, he kind of gave me new insight on how I feel when I think about Anthony Davis. He was like, Anthony Davis, if you was to put yourself in his shoes, Anthony Davis think this is the best Anthony Davis he can basically offer and give. Like, he probably feel like he's giving his best. He going out there giving this 100% commitment every game and just let the chips lay where they are and live with the results. If he get one rebound one night, that's cool. I gave my all. If I get 30 and 15 the next night, that's the same guy. Now, that may be true, but it just don't seem like that in his approach, behavior-wise and just energy-wise and just the intangibles. Like I said, I always say, if you gave that nigga AD Giannis's motor, bruh, easily number one player in the game right now. Easy. Like, it wouldn't even be a question. But it just seems like, he's not the most... his presence isn't felt night in and night out. And he doesn't even try to bring it every night. Like, even if you go 6 for 25, to me, that tells me you came with the same energy you came with the previous night if you went 19 for 25. Because you put up them same attempts. But if you ain't doing that and you got 9 shots after playing 38 minutes, like, come on, bro. Like, that can't be the same player in the same uniform to me. But, yeah, man, I would say he's still in his prime. It's just his prime isn't what I think most imagine it to be. Like, he's a top 10 guy, but he really should be a top 5, dang near MVP caliber year in and year out. But really, I don't even know if he's finished top 4 in the MVP. Has he? Maybe one. I don't even know, dog. Maybe the year.
Maybe bubble year, which would have been deserved. But
right.
Yeah, nah, bro. That's
bro.
disappointing.
He's probably like one of the most frustrating players. That nigga threw his hand at him. Get him out of here, dude. Hey, these last two cats, man, we just gonna throw their names up and run through them, dog. We got Harden. If you was to ask me, Harden, he's not in his prime no more. And then we got Clay. Yeah, you said the nigga looks like a carcass walking out there on the court, so you feel like he ain't in his prime, man. But man, we gonna get to the music right quick, dog. We had a few things popping off. This actually happened a couple weeks ago, dog. The white boy from Louisville, Kentucky, Jack Harlow, goes number one for the third time with "Loving on Me." I got this song on here, bro. But to be pretty frank, I've never actually pressed play on the song. I've only heard it via. Yeah, bro. I've only heard the song via sounds on Instagram, or I can't even say in the radio, but just throughout life in places where people may be playing it. But the snippet I heard, it immediately reminded me of the Motto by Drake. The beat
it's a remake.
It was pretty much a remake. I think it's sampled. I don't think it's sampling that, but it's sampling something else that's pretty familiar with people out here. That seems to be his
808 drums. Same 808 drums that are used on the Motto with the same beat pattern is exactly what's on this record. He literally just took a formula that's already existed and copied and pasted it, and then put himself on it.
It seems like this is this guy's formula, man. Because what was the last one? First Class. Who was that? Who was that he sampled on that? First Class. No, it was Fergie, right? I think it was Fergie's
Fergie.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he got a number one off that. Now the records really ain't having like amazing stand power. It already dropped from number one. Now Taylor Swift's running around here dropping every other week with making noise with all the remake albums as well. But the records are going number one, but don't have too much staying power, which is always kind of what I look at. The following weeks after that to kind of really gauge where this music is actually sitting on people's playlists and ears. But have you actually checked the song out, bro? I haven't heard it fully.
Yeah, but I want to take this opportunity. I'm going to talk about the record. I'm going to be brief, but I do want to take an opportunity to say something really quick. You know what? I'm actually going to call out all music fans right now. Everybody who's streaming albums, buying albums, is a lover of hip hop, especially. I think we need to take a hard look in the mirror about what we're allowing to propagate our culture. I'm gonna say it this way, and I'm gonna be serious. I want to smile, but I'm gonna be serious. It recently came to our attention, and I'm gonna get back to Jack Harlow in a minute, but I think this needs to be said. It recently came to our attention that J. Cole's first number one record in his entire career came at the hands of First Person Shooter with Drake. And Jack Harlow has had multiple number ones in a much shorter career. I think we should really take a look at what we're allowing in the culture. For Jermaine Cole, with his entire body of work, to only have one number one song, and that had to be attached to the biggest artist in hip hop. But yet we have a guest in the culture come in and have multiple number one records over a man in Jermaine Cole that will go down as one of the best of our generation. Yeah. We should be ashamed for allowing this to happen on our watch. And so I feel like that needed to be said.
Before you get into that record, would you say, because I want to, I got to push back on this. Would you say somebody of the ilk of a Jack Harlow has more of an ear or capability to carve out hit records though, versus a Jermaine Cole? What do you think about that?
Well, I also want to be fair on both sides, right? I've been very critical of Jermaine Cole's decision-making as it pertains to his own records. Because this isn't a talent conversation.
It's not.
This is a formula and methodology conversation. He has refused the status quo to get other people in the studio to make collaborative songs that will create hit records that have staying power. He's made that personal decision.
Yeah.
So we know. But even with that, though, he has enough crossover music, cult following, and crossover appeal to where records like No Role Models should definitely go number one over Lovin' on Me. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, so even with my critique of J. Cole, I don't think that Jack Harlow has more tools. I just believe that we should take more of the blame because we're giving Jack love that belongs to artists like Jermaine. Even though Jermaine doesn't do all that he could do, he does enough. He does enough for him to have more than one number one record in his entire discography. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that needs to be said. And I'm calling out us, myself included, as a hip hop fan, to allow Jack to have more number ones than Jermaine. That's crazy. We should all feel terrible about that. That's number one. Number two, let me answer your question about Jack. Heard the record. Not gonna lie. It was bouncy, for sure. Definitely had a vibe to it. Jack is smooth. Jack wants to be Drake so bad. It's unbelievable. Jack wants to, like, if Jack could change his name to Aubrey, he would. He would be Aubrey Harlow if he could. If he can get away with it, that's exactly what he would do because he took Drake's formula, his cadence, his tone, that I'm a man, I'll get it to you. That the whole flow, the whole tone, the whole cadence, he even tailored his voice to sound like Drizzy. It's such nasty work. You know what it speaks of? I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you what it speaks of. I know some people are gonna kill me for saying this, bro, and it's gonna be funny, but it is what it is. Jack Harlow is the hip hop Elvis Presley, bro. He takes what black people put together, bro, remixes it, re-puts it out, redistributes it, and says, look, here, I gave you a new record when we've been singing that in our communities for years. I love Jack. I think he's talented. Yeah. But when you do that, it gives you real colonizer vibes, bro. I'm not rolling, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely have to second that, man. He's pretty much, trying to be Drake's child. He already looks like Drake's child. If you was a child, if you go look at Adonis, they almost look identical if you was to ask me. You know what I mean? The nigga been looking like, man, he been breastfeeding from the same baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, but yeah, man, like, I haven't heard the record, but it was already pretty distasteful or kind of off-putting to hear such a closely created record to the motto. It reminded me of that because he got too many examples and instances of him already making people say, oh, this nigga trying to be Drake, or he took this from Drake, or I mean, even coming down to the nigga fashion and just the awkward corniness that kind of Drake either portrays itself to be or just naturally is. But all of that stuff, bro, like even on that song, what was it called? Churchill Downs on the Come Home, the Kids Is Home album. Nigga, I mean, he tried to rap just like Drizzy, dog. Like he did a good impression. He did a good impression, but it wasn't cool because that nigga Drake came behind him and pretty much cleaned up. But what you got?
Can I be truthful?
What's up?
He smoked Churchill Downs though. I ain't gonna hold you.
He did, but I'm saying after you heard that nigga Drizzy though, dog. Hey, Drizzy smoked that mug too. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga did some damage on that mug. Like if Drake was never on there, we would have been like, oh yeah, like that nigga Jack, he went crazy on that mug. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but that nigga, he knew like, all right, let me try my most I can do on this mug so I can somewhere meet him halfway and not get washed. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you supposed to do? That's what you supposed to do, dog. But I did put in there like, are we taking Jack Harlow serious or what did we rank him?
Let me say this. Can I say something real quick though?
What you got?
When Jack Harlow was making his own sound with the What's Poppin' record,
it was good.
I had no problem with that. Let me tell you, that's a great formula. And What's Poppin' was one of them joints. I played that in the car. That was a slap.
I hopped on the beat. That mother was hard. It went number 2. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that joint. You killed that freestyle. Yeah. So like what I'm saying is, it's not like so even though I had some harsh words for Jack, let me be clear for the audience. It's not like I'm saying the dude is not talented and doesn't have the ability to put himself in any conversation he wants to be in. But don't do that at the expense of black artists or the biggest artists in the world, really, besides Beyonce, Drake. Like, don't be such a carbon copy of what's out there. We can no longer appreciate what you do. And my thing is, if you would have stayed in that what's poppin' lane, I think we would have, we would be having a different conversation about Jack.
It'd be a different appreciation for Jack Harlow for sure. He definitely wouldn't be under the cloud of this nigga's trying to be a carbon copy of Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? But that's the route he took. It's probably hard to tell him any different because it looks like the formula is working. You got what 3 number ones now, and they kind of on the backs of that exact same formula. So, you know what I mean? I just wouldn't have been nowhere nearly as close as saying the same thing I'm saying right now about the Drizzy stuff. If he was just riding that stuff out, he had the Tyler Hero stuff. Like the first album is his best album to me. Like that mug hard. Like, and you don't even come away saying like Drizzy this. You come away saying like, yo, the white boy got some steez. He's smooth. He put on for Louisville. Like it was a new flavor. You definitely wasn't saying the nigga was like a industry plant. Like after so long, that's what niggas start calling.
Hero.
Oh yeah,
Tyler Hero was. Ooh,
that was hard, bro.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, Chris Brown, that was hard. Like, yeah,
I want to show.
That was hard, bro.
Come on, man. Earn your stripes, big dog. Come on, what's happening?
Yeah, man. Hopefully he get right, man. But we shall see, man. He's what do I don't really put him next to I don't know, man. Like the rap game is kind of in a space where it's like you still got the 3 guys up top. I think Travis, for me, he definitely reassured where he belongs, which is right in that top 5, still off in his own world. And then, it's kind of just everywhere after that. You got the little babies, you got the Jack Harlows, you got Uzi and them, you got Yachty going, you got all these other niggas. So we gonna have to probably try to do that sometime, dog, to try to rank them. Cause the space has been in over these last few years. It's just been everywhere, dog. But we shall see.
We absolutely need to do it for sure. Yeah.
For sure, dog. Grammys nominations came out not too long ago, dog. We gonna run through these, man, give our picks. I kind of just went down and grabbed all the urban music. Not that we only rock with urban music, but that's kind of what we massively explicitly cover here. So first up, man, we got Best R&B Performance. This is for new vocal or instrumental R&B recordings. You got Summer Too Hot, Chris Brown. Congrats to my boy for that. Anytime my nigga Chris get any type of love, you know I'm rocking with it. Back to Love, Robert Glasper featuring Sir, and Alex Isley. And then you got you like that record?
Glasper. I don't know if people have been noticing, man, but Robert Glasper has been in those Grammy nominations the last 3 to 4 years, dominating in those categories. If you don't know him by now, it's because you don't want to know him. That dude is smoking, man. He makes a different style of R&B.
That statement was nuts. Niggas don't want to know him. That nigga's nuts.
No, it's true. But listen, it's true, bro. Like we're not just here to talk about the casual fan. Like we're here to talk about like a lot of people who watch the pod feel like they love music. My thing is like at this point, he's been every time we've done a Grammy nomination or talked about the Grammys or talked about whatever, like he's been in those categories. So like you haven't checked him out yet? You know what I'm saying? So
I feel
and so all I'm saying is the dude is putting in major work and he's getting notoriety from it. It is a more traditional, slower type of R&B, neo soul type flavor. That's what Robert Glasper makes. But dog, I mean, it deserves to be there. And Sir is D Smoke's brother, just in case people don't know that. He's a R&B / rapper himself. And then Alex Isley, one of the most talented vocalists. I play her albums out as well. She kind of does a neo soul version. So yeah, man, go check all 3 of those artists out. Glad they got nominated. That's dope for them.
Yep, that was Back to Love. I See You, Coco Jones. Love her. Yes. Really happy to see her get a lot of nominations. How Does It Make You Feel? Victoria Monet. She's been on my radar. I haven't really took a deep dive, but I know she's been making some noise. Kill Bill, SZA. I'm honestly probably going to either get my vote to Kill Bill by SZA or Summer Too Hot by Chris or I See You by Coco Jones. Who you got? I would love for SZA to clean up any. I would love for SZA to clean up any category she's in this year, though.
Agreed. SZA is in a class of her own, especially if you're talking about today's R&B. To me personally, but who I think will win the award, I think Coco Jones, I See You gets the award.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Best traditional R&B album or R&B performance. Simple Babyface featuring Coco Jones, Lucky Keon Dixon, Hollywood Victoria Monet featuring Earth, Wind and Fire and Hazel Monet. And then you got Good Morning by PJ Morton featuring Susan Carroll. And then Love Language by SZA. Another great nomination.
SZA should get that award, but let me just say this. I know people aren't as familiar. I'm a music head. Word is a different type of music head than I am, but I would like to think in different ways. That's why we compliment one another. PJ Morton is incredible. I have actually, at every chance we've gotten to say that man's name, I say his name.
This nigga too much.
Hey, PJ Morton, man. Good Morning with Susan Carroll, who is from or around or has some deep affiliations with Houston, Texas. Shout out to Susan Carroll, who's an amazing vocalist. Shout out to PJ Morton, who has one of the best R&B albums of all time in Gumbo. If you haven't heard that joint, go listen to it. Even though he will not win the award, most likely, definitely think he's deserving.
I promise you, we could go back to the Grammy nominations last year. This nigga said the same, even though he not gonna win. He said the same thing about this nigga.
Hey, I gotta do it every chance I get, bro. He's amazing.
Yeah, I got SZA getting that one, man. Best R&B song, Angel, Holly Bailey. Man, that bro, I ain't gonna lie, that song, bro. That's so vocally, I don't know if I've ever heard anything better than that this year, bro. Like she is a word special talent. The vocally, dog.
She's incredible.
Bro, that's the song was named. It literally sounded like an angel sing. I felt like I heard things vocally being performed that I've never heard anybody execute at the rate she did it on that song, bro. Right. I mean, I literally felt like I got taken from where I was in real life out of my body to wherever she was singing it, bro. Anyways, bro, who else we got? Back to Love Again by Robert Glasper and them. I See You by Coco Jones. On My Mama by Victoria Monet. And then, Snooze gotta win this easily. I ain't even thinking about no other song on this mug. Snooze by SZA easily gotta take this mug. Nigga, that song, I'm telling you right now, Snooze is gonna be one of the ones played for years and beyond, bro. Telling you, dog. Who you got, dog? You gotta say Snooze, but what you got?
I do have Snooze, but practically you laughing.
He still want to get something else.
Practically, let me tell you how this is going to go because I know the Grammys.
Let me see.
Practically, though, Robert Glasper is going to win one of those awards. So, if he does not get this one with Snooze, he will get the other one. Yeah, he will get the other one. So, just letting y'all know what's going to happen. Robert Glasper is getting one of them. That's just how the Grammys rock. But Snooze should win this award. Period.
For sure. All right, now we are up to the best progressive R&B albums. Okay, interesting. Here we have Since I Have a Lover by Black, which was surprising. I'm a Black fan, but I think that's maybe one of his weakest albums of his discography. He seemed even surprised. I'm keeping it a bean. I'm a fan of him, though. I've seen him live. And then we got the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy. And then we have niggas got crickets on that one. Hold on, let me see if I got some crickets over here. Hold on, I think I got some crickets for Y'all ain't right about that, bro. I think the Diddy album actually was fire. My boys kept telling me to get on that mug, and I finally got on it. There was some dope stuff on there. Nova by Terrence Martin and James how you say the nigga name? Fauntleroy? Nova.
Yeah, Fauntleroy. Yep, Fauntleroy. Yep.
Yeah, and then you got The Age of Pleasure by Janelle Monáe. That's big. And then SOS by SZA. SZA should easily win this one. Only reason I don't want her to win this one is if she got to sacrifice this one to win it in the Big Four. But if not, she needs to win it here. But she needs to win all that stuff for real, dog. I ain't gonna
wait. But give me the first two again.
Since I Have a Lover by Black and the Love album by Diddy.
Oh, I think Diddy should win that award. Actually, I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
Now doesn't mean I believe that Diddy's project was better than SZA's, because you know how I feel about that SZA project. Yeah. But I just think that I don't expect SZA to clean up as much as I would like her to clean up. I don't expect
her to clean up. Clean up, SZA.
So my desire is that SZA will win it. my thought is that Diddy could potentially walk away with that award, which would be crazy considering all that he's going through right now.
It'd be almost asinine, nigga. They may ban the Grammys next year. No kizzy, dog. Next up, dog, we got Best R&B Album, Girls Night Out with Babyface. What I Didn't Tell You, Deluxe Coco Jones, which was a nice album. Special Occasion by Emily King. Not having heard that one. Jaguar 2 by Victoria Monet. And then, Clear 2 Soft Life by Summer Walker, was surprising that one even got on there. Crazy. I would love for Coco Jones to get a dub here. So I'll go with her.
Me and you were in agreement. I have nothing else to add to that. We can go into the next one. I'm with you on that.
Best Rap Performance. The Hillbillies, Baby Keem featuring Kendrick Lamar. Okay,
really?
That shit shouldn't have been on there. I don't know why they playing already with that. Love Letter by Black Thought. Rich Flex by Drake and 21. Yeah. Okay. Scientists and Engineers, Killer Mike, Andre 3000, Future, and Aaron Allen Kane. Definitely can see that one being something that's probably gonna take home the cake. And then Players by Coi Leray. I think she got to be great with just having a nomination. If you was to ask me, I'm gonna go with Rich Flex or that Scientists and Engineers, dog.
Yeah, I'm going with Killer Mike. He should absolutely get that award. When I think about that record too, that some special stuff was on there. But let me say this about Coi, man. Hey, I love that Players record, man. Definitely think it's a big thing for her to get that nomination. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. If she were in a slightly different category, I think that award could easily go to her for that record, but it won't considering what they're talking about there. But shout out to her for even getting that consideration. I think that's huge, that's big, and well-deserved. That record is a smash, in my opinion.
Best Melodic Rap Performance. Sitting on Top of the World, Burna Boy featuring 21 Savage. It's big for him. Attention by Doja Cat. Love that record. I'm a Doja fan, but I honestly love that record. It's so different than anything in music, especially from the female side. And I love the video too. Spin About You by Drake, 21 Savage. Love that record. It's the epitome of what this category is about. Best melodic rap. I think he should probably always win that. And then this next record, I'm actually a huge fan of. All My Life, Dirk, J. Cole. I can see that being something that takes the cake. That's huge. And then Low by SZA. This was probably the only category she probably shouldn't get a dub in. SZA. But yeah, I would love for All My Life, Attention by Doja, or Spin About You to get the dub. Either one of those. Agree
with those three choices. Those are my favorite records from that lineup as well. But to make a clear decision, I believe All My Life, J. Cole and Dirk will take home the award.
Yeah, I can see that. I may have to put my eggs in that basket too. Best rap song, Attention by Doja Cat, big. Barbie World by Ice and Nicki Minaj. Shout out to the Barbs because we don't want no beef with them. Yeah. That's big though. Just Wanna Rock. That's who should get the dub. I don't even want to look at nobody else up under there, dog. Even if my boys up under there. Just Wanna Rock took the year by storm, dog. And it's going to continue to take years by storm because that mug is just going to be something always played when it's time to hit the dance floor. Niggas turning up. It's going to be it's one of the ones now, bro. It's one of the ones, dog. The video was insane if you haven't seen it. But next up, Rich Flex, amazing song, great song. Scientists and Engineers again. Since one of those songs, the last two we just said, they gotta win somewhere else. Just Wanna Rock is the pick I'm giving her clearly to in this one. Who you got?
Nah, with you, bro. With you. You can't even add. You can't even add anything. Hey, that's dope.
Where did that come from?
You can't. Well, I put it up. I put the thumb joint up, and it matched me.
Wow. So yeah, that's Let me see if it do that to me. Hold on. That's crazy. Yeah. What's going on over there?
That's hard, man.
Hey, bro, that's crazy, dog. Hey, anyways, that's hard though. But yeah, dog, Just Wanna Rock. That's my pick too, bro. Here we go, man. I think this is the final one we got to go at right here. Yeah, best rap album. Here we go.
Ooh, here we go. Let's do it.
Her Loss, Drake and 21 Savage, for sure, deserving. Michael by Killer Mike. Okay. Heroes and Villains, Metro Boomin, King Disease 3, Nasir, Utopia, LaFlame, Travis Scott.
Oh man, that's the gunshot. That's
Yes,
hilarious.
sir, Doc. So I like a lot that's happening in this category. Man, if I had to, this is tough for me, dog. What you got? I'm gonna let you go first, dog.
So, in my opinion, this is the first category that all the records, in my opinion, could really be easily deserving. I don't mind whoever gets this award.
Yeah.
I think. So. I'm gonna speak of what practically probably will happen, and then I'll speak of who I would like. What practically will happen is this: if Killer Mike gets stiffed for the previous award, he's going to win this one.
Yeah.
So another situation where it's like, just read the tea leaves. If he doesn't get the best rap performance, he's gonna get the rap album of the year. However, who do I think should win? Between Her Loss and Utopia, that should be one of those albums should be the album of the year, if you ask me.
Yeah. This is tough because you have to, a lot of times you can't even think about the music. You got to think about the politics that go into this stuff for the Grammys and these ceremonies, dog. So, man, I just don't know. I think Drake had been out of the Grammy nominations for a few years outside of his features. So this is his first year submitting. There has to be something behind that. You know what I mean? Some type of, we gonna do this because of this gonna happen this year. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Her Loss, Drake 21 Savage. They went on tour. They go on the second leg. It came out the previous year, so it had a lot of consumption time. So I'm gonna have to go there. And like you said, a lot of these albums, dog, they all are actually hard. I actually listened to all these albums on there. I finally got to that Killer Mike. After so many people was telling me about it, so which was a dope album. But yeah, I'm on side with Her Loss 21 Savage for the best rap album to win it at the Grammys, dog. So we shall see, man. It's gonna be an interesting year. I'm not sure who else performing. I think they already announced a few people, but it's gonna be February, first week of February, last week of January, one of those. It's always around the Super Bowl, so. Yes, sir, man. Episode 17 in the books, though, dog. You know what I mean? It feels good. Your boys is coming right back to you back-to-back weeks, man. Who knows? We can try to see how long the streak can continue. But, man, like we said, dog, make sure y'all continue to run it up on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you listen to your audio podcasts. Make sure you let us know in the comments. Leave us some ratings, too, man. There's a few of y'all down there. Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. Let us know, man, how we rocking. And, man, we going to keep it going, man. What you got going on down under my G? What's popping this week, man?
Listen, man, this is all I want to do, man. You can put this on IG for the reels. This is what I want to do real quick. I want to say this. Listen, man, if you tired of these podcasts not giving you the real, subscribe to the Word of Clarity, man. If you tired of these podcasts out here faking the funk, bro, subscribe to the Word of Clarity, man. Listen, if you tired of cats not giving you 100%, subscribe to the Word of Clarity, bro. What are you doing? Hit the subscribe button now, bro. Run this up, bro. Stop playing, man. If you tired of these fake producers, man, dancing in the videos, come to Death Row, man, and subscribe to the Word of Clarity.
Oh, cats tripping.
Yeah.
Cats, boy. Hey, your boy 50 for the clip that mug and put it on his montage videos harassing that boy Diddy, dog. You seen that new one he put out there?
Bruh.
He had Ross and them in the club with that Molly out in her drink. She didn't even know it. But he ain't right for how he doing these dudes, dog.
He's crazy, dog.
Hey,
50's one of my favorite humans in life. He's crazy.
Oh, man, you talking about an entertainer, dog. A method to the madness at his finest?
At his finest.
That'll be one cat I would love to interview, dog, and just, just soaking all the entertainment and the stuff that he'll be dishing out, dog, for sure, man. That mug'll be crazy, bro. Mug'll be crazy, man. But yeah, man, like you said, hey, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all know what time it is, man. Make sure y'all also run it up on all the other social medias. Episode 17 in the books. We appreciate all y'all. We got to get someone was there. We got to get our Cash App going, dog, so they can send us some bread, some donations, dog.
Yeah, man.
We gonna get that coming, dog. You know what I mean? And then, hopefully that turns into some merch, dog. So, like we said, man, make sure y'all do all that. Hit the like button, subscribe. It's your boy Word, Kenny G, Word of Clarity. We out of this thing. Chee!